It's day 9 of 365 days of printing on vintage hardware, and this is the MakerBot Simple Metal. And for the people that are upset that I'm using the word vintage, which is synonymous with old, outmoded, and obsolete, this one's going to make them even angrier because this one is made out of stamped metal construction, which after you get past 2012 seems to be pretty common. One of the things I didn't talk about yesterday is that this is actually the X direction and the gantry is the Y direction, which seems a little odd. You basically look at this end of the printer. Now, one of the things that you'll notice over the early 2014 version is the probe. I believe the later 2014 version that I don't have does have the probe. This doesn't have the probe. And yesterday we looked at this. This was our print from yesterday. This is a fan duct for the was it the Plus that we're gonna try out. Now it warped a little bit here on this corner, but the main thing we really see over these two is this has a single wood plate that has 2-axis zip tied to it. And that doesn't make for very rigid construction. It causes the y-axis to droop. It causes the bed to need to be a little bit sideways. But with this CNC construction here, it's just very rigid. It makes for a much better printer. Now, one of the things we got into in the comments yesterday was whether or not this was a 2014 over here. And I was looking at the website, and in 2013 you have the Simple Builder's Kit, and it has a wood extruder and a wood bed. Now, if you look later in 2014, April specifically here, we have the Simple Maker's Kit, and that matches the one that I have. It specifically says the 2014 model comes standard with aluminum extruder, aluminum print bed for $349. Speaking of the price, the Simple Metal was almost $600. I know in Micro Center you could get it for $600. So if we look at this here, our fan is on the side, the extruder is turned the direction that mine has it. Now if you look later in 2014, you'll see the new Simple Maker's Kit, or it's whether it's kit or assembled, depends on which way you bought it. But if you look on the newer 2014 version, it has a slightly different print bed, and then the fan is not there and the extruder is turned sideways. So I do believe that the one I have is in fact 2014 that has been upgraded to the GT2 belt mod. And some people were talking about waste. I like to print these on here when I can, because I can give these out at shows. People of all ages seem to really like them. I'm not sure if this one's going to turn out. I've done benchies on this. I've done a 40-minute benchy on this, but still tuning the profile for this. So we'll see if this one works out.